This time of year, it's easy for kids to get caught up in Santa and the presents under the tree, but Christmas is also time to teach children to be generous to others and to find the joy in giving. Mom Enough podcast and developmental psychologist Dr. Marty Erickson is here to get us started. Dr. Marty, welcome back. Always appreciate
Thanks.
our talks.
Yeah, it's always fun to work with you, Chris.
Yeah, I always get a good take-home gift from you to
Well,
try
that's
it.
nice.
To try at home. All right, what's your first suggestion? It's about like age-appropriate gifts and having your kids sort of select those?
Well, yes, but first, just to talk about why this is important. You know, this is giving, contributing to the world, to your family. It really is something that builds confidence and generates happiness. And so this is really important for people of all ages, not just the kids, but the parents as well. And also with very young children, if you start with this and get them understanding generosity at a very early age when they're just kind of figuring out who they are, that really has a lasting impact. And families are strengthened by doing this together. So as you said, choosing age-appropriate gifts is a first step. But with very young children, they might not have any money, but that doesn't mean that you as a parent just go out and buy a gift and put the kid's name on it. You engage them in thinking about who is this person and what would they like, because that builds empathy. And then you help them figure out something they could do for that person, or if they get an allowance, they can contribute or buy something, but really doing whatever suits the child's developmental stage and helping them see how that affects another person.
It's an interesting point, and it's not like just teaching altruism is the right thing to do. I mean, is there any like data or literature on how giving actually produces more happiness than getting? Is there any literature on that?
There is research, and you know, a lot of it is self-report in terms of how people feel.
Sure.
But there are many researchers who have studied, you know, how this affects people over time.
Yeah.
And it's harder to teach generosity at older ages. So it really makes a difference if you get kids started and if they see you being generous as an individual and as a family. So that it's not just running around buying gifts, but it's really thinking about it and thinking about the people.
All right, so helping them find age-appropriate stuff, that's
Right.
kind of self-explanatory. But
Yeah.
you also say you want to give them tasks, so they have to be incorporated in part of the mission.
Yes, because we give from our time, our talent, and our treasure. And that's, you know, kind of a saying that a lot of people use. But in terms of tasks around the house, for example, you're having a celebration dinner at your house and getting the kids doing something, whether it's folding the napkins or, you know, helping to clear the table, taking guests' coats, just letting them feel a sense of contribution. One of my grandsons, when he was quite young, he did this beautiful, it was almost like calligraphy, but he sort of invented it himself, and he made place cards for everybody at the table.
That's great.
Yeah, so.
You could also choose a service project for your family to do together. It's another way to do it, right?
Yes, and there's so many opportunities, and this is really a great opportunity for kids to learn. So whether it's, you know, going to a food shelf and donating money, or if it's really working directly with people, you know, helping to serve at a dinner for people who can't afford it, whatever. There are lots of different opportunities, but that service, and when you do it as a family, it not only benefits the individual members, but the family relationships. There's a lot of satisfaction and connection in that.
Yeah, you could also find a charity of choice and go help in that way too.
Yes, and you know, if you're a family who has enough money to give to others, some people don't at this point, but really choosing something together. Some families will have each member of their family suggest a charity and then really look at that together and decide what's going to be the focus this year. And kids learn a lot then about what the services are that are out there that could use money, and it's really a great growth opportunity for kids.
I had an interesting moment yesterday in my house where there was a present from an aunt who said, open it right away when you get it. But then one of my kids before that said, no, I want to give you, Mom and Dad, a present first. And you could see that it was more important for him to give us what he had made in school than it was to open that present. And I was like, let's go.
That's
nice
great.
work.
And you know, we often ask kids, well, what do you want for Christmas? Or you know, what did you tell Santa you want?
Right.
And if we would ask them instead questions like, you know, so what are you going to give your brother and sister this year? What are you going to do for them if you
Balance.
don't have something to give?
Yeah.
And that's really important.
Well, That's the Christmas spirit. Thanks,
It
Dr.
is.
Marty. Appreciate you.
Let's go live it.
Yeah, let's go live it. And to hear more on this topic with the author of the book, tune in to this week's Mom Enough podcast. And you can find a link to the website on care11.com. Thanks.